No, I don't like that word. That's right next to the puppet sign is the no brand sign. Not only are puppets not our brand, we don't really want a brand, or are not willing to accept the premise that we are brands. It's actually related to the puppet ideology because we don't support puppets, we are people. And we also don't support brands because we are people. And a brand's not a person. Everything in my worldview is you can deconstruct it from the single point of no puppets. And if you start with no puppets, then like Sherlock Holmes, you can deduce down into all of the things that I truly believe. There you go. Oh, they're gonna let you back on YouTube. Is that how that works? I don't even were you on YouTube at one point? I don't even know. I'm just fucking with you. I have no idea. But I think the idea that they would have at his core, it's no puppets all the way down. It's like the first rule of AI. It's like the first rule of Ryan is no puppets. New channel. How exciting. You have told me no. I'll go follow it. Oh, there we go. So this is a slightly more than 2 glue stick board. Again, in case you were wondering, everybody can check their bets. Were they on was it a 1.5 stick board, a 3 stick board? Everybody that was on 3 stick board is long ago abandoned their bet. They did the math and they realized the odds of that were slim to none. Ah, 3 sticks, you fool. Is it because it's too hot? Is that why you don't like hot glue, or is it because we haven't found the hot glue forest? We haven't found the renewable resource of hot glue. This is also a new part of my brand where I take the most loyal people that watch my channel and then I just antagonize the shit out of them to see if they can take it, or to see if they'll just walk off, never to return. It's a new they call it it's like a retention strategy. I think that's what they call it in the business. Really really advanced stuff. Oh yeah, painting it is a nightmare. Definitely never want any hot glue exposed. That's what was really annoying about the giant tree that I made, where the trunk was primarily like shaped hot glue. Well, you don't have to cut that deep, Viking. Damn. I saw a comment, or no, it wasn't a comment. I saw a clip from some streamer. It was some clip of them on YouTube, and God, it was funny. They they were talking about, it was like something they were clearly arguing with their chat, or like something somebody said, and they're like, no, you guys could never burn me as deeply as when I was like the earliest time that this person had been streaming. And they said they had everything set up. Basically, it was just like their friends and family were the only ones that followed them, right? They were really, really small. And he was playing a game, and he would look over. That's where the chat was, right? Everybody has like some direction they look depending on their setup. And he said one of the times he looked over and one of his chatters had just said, "Stop looking over here. There's nobody, like the chat hasn't changed." And he's just like, oh, like it hurt. It hurt so specifically. It's wonderful. It's that special sort of pain. It's brutal. Oh God, I can't even imagine what that would, how that would. Well, plus I'm in the brilliant position where, so some of the stuff that I'm talking about and designing and the content that I want to make, or more specifically the stuff that I talk about on stream, stuff that I'm currently working on, like for my games, I can clip it and I can make a video and I can go, that's a good video, I want to share that out, but I gotta wait because my players and my games are super supportive and they follow me on all these platforms, and like if they haven't experienced this yet, then I gotta wait until after that's happened in the game so I don't spoil the game for my players. So it's a hell of a handicap I've given myself where I can have cool conversations, I can plan this stuff out and I can design this stuff, and but as soon as I go to like talk about it, it's like, oh, actually, sorry, nope, gotta wait on that one. All because they're too nice, all because they're actually willing to like follow and engage with me on these platforms, which is awesome. But it's like, damn, guys, even my stream I have to watch carefully when people jump on, mostly on like TikTok, because like even my supportive, like they're not coming the fuck over here to Twitch, there's no way. But certainly on TikTok, a couple of my players are on there, and I have to watch those usernames roll in to make sure that if I'm talking about something, it's not going to be something that's going to spoil them. Or reveal something about their game that they are not necessarily like super aware or conscious of. Oh, it's so good. So I will need to come back through in some spots, I think. Just have to decide whether I'm gonna. So some of these corners I can't, and that won't be noticeable in the end anyway. But these edges I can, so I might as well do that. You could, you know what? You could, you're totally, you could remind me of that. That is your right to do. As if people needed another reason to wonder why the hell we do any of this stuff. They're like, wait a minute, hold on. Walk that back to the beginning. So you're building this thing, and you're doing it in this incredibly tedious, time-consuming way. You're also doing it. Oh, okay. So you do it online. So you do it for an audience. Well, no. Not. I wouldn't say it, an audience. They're like, oh, okay, but you do it for like people that are interested in some. Sometimes. Well, but you're not streaming to nobody. No, you're right. It's not nobody. There's another person online that sometimes does the same thing, and we'll watch each other stream. Yeah, that's not a conversation that would last very long. Best advice for Twitch streamers and especially crafters. And this is advice for nobody, but any of this stuff where it's like, oh, if you're going to stream, best advice, go ahead and get out there dating, get out there and find your significant other first. Do it before, because you don't want to find yourself like, drink in hand, night's going well, talk about hobbies, and they ask about yours, and you sit there thinking, damn it. And you know what comes next. You've seen the face, you've seen the expressions, you've seen the polite nodding and the smiling, and it's like you're best off figuring that out, all that out before you find your lifelong hobby to sink into. That's right. Yeah, they can't hurt us. That's why all these things are jokes. It's like you can't. It's like, oh darn it, you got me. My stream's not popular. What's the line? Said from the sidelines. Like, where's your stream? Where's your content? Go kick my ass then, right? Like, it's just not a big deal. So I think anywhere that I don't have it trailed off the edge is too small to actually fit. Too small to fit anyway. Peanut Gallery is right. They're not in the game. Now that's not me saying, look at this amazing game we're playing, but they're not in it. I know that much. So who cares? See, so you would generate all these offcuts like I'm about to do, and you'd be saving them somewhere. You'd be like, oh, look at all these precious. Like I actually, and to be fair, I probably will until I'm done with a couple more phases of the project, because I might need it for something. You know what? I've noticed that I haven't brought it up, but I have noticed a bit of, I was going to call it antagonism, but if you want to use the loaded language, yes, that's I've seen that. I've picked up on that subtlety in your relationship with. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'll give and take. I'll build you up. Hopefully slightly more than I tear you down. No, I don't want to tear you down at all. That'd be weird. But I will tear myself down. I think that's a language we both speak. Yeah. The other thing about Black Magic Craft is that he managed to make all of the stuff he does, all the crafting, seem really cool, right? Oh man, you win. You got it. You got it. I'm not coming after you. You got it figured out. Hey, you can't touch me either. I'm cutting clean lines out of foam. Like, my life is a fucking dream right now.